We're going to get on to inspecting this 110 again today, but just a couple of things, because before I put it on the lift, I want to try and find out what was wrong, why it wouldn't start very well in the cold, what was going on, because you have to follow some clues. Because while it's down here, before I lift it up, I'd like to take out the glow plugs and check them. Before we do that, I want to get it warmed up so we can have a bit of a fighting chance getting the glow plugs out. Before we do that, we have to check the battery. Now, here we are. Here's a battery on my mucky old bench. Never mind. Move that out of the way. That's a lot better, isn't it? This is a South African battery, and it doesn't have cold cranking amps marked on it. Sorry, but my boiler's just come on. Just a second. Turn it off. Freezing. It doesn't have cold cranking amps marked on it, but it has a DIN number, and it says DIN 300. Now, this was on charge all night. It was on my Schumacher automatic charger. That's what Michael Schumacher does now. He doesn't any racing, I think. And I'm using this little solar tester. This is one of the best little investments you could buy. Cheap as chips, but it doesn't have to sort out what a battery's like, if you see what I mean, how much life's in it. So I'm going to clip it on. It's powered by the battery, so you don't need any batteries in it. And it'll do a self-test. I don't know if you saw that. Just wait a minute. Let's get this on here, and let's start it again. So it'll do a power on self-test, and it's showing there's 13.18 volts in there. You press enter. I've already set this up. So SLI means it's a lead acid. Click it again. Now it's showing for the DIN number. Enter it again, and I've already entered 300. You can go up and down, it doesn't really matter, but that's what it's showing, 300. Press enter. Testing. And there you go, 13.17 volts in it. And it says it's got a DIN of 402. So, it looks to be a good battery. That's good. So, I have to learn a little bit more about these DIN batteries because I've never even seen one. I'm going to put this on the car and see what it starts like. Back in a tick. With the battery on, and this engine's absolutely stone cold, we'll have a look and see how it starts. Now, it's about 18 degrees in here, minus 22 outside, so it should start pretty good. Should start pretty good. Let's have a go. Again, always make sure the car's out of gear. Not much wrong with that. So I had to go and see if the exhaust pipe was connected up. So why didn't it start in the cold? Could it be a combination of a flat battery, or are the glow plugs not working? Let's find out. Right, I've lost my train of thought there because I was just having a chat with Jim, so I don't know what the hell I was on about before. But what we're going to do now is test the glow plugs. And let's start at the very easiest basic way, without taking them out and testing them individually. Are we getting any current to the glow plug? See? Very interesting. Well, for some people it is. Now, one of the most handiest, dandiest tools you could ever make yourself in your workshop is a very long pair of jump cables with two crocodile clips on, a red and a black. Obviously they have to correspond to the red and the black at this end. Don't get them mixed up or you'll have all sorts of a problem. But by doing it like this, you can take your multimeter into your car or your Land Rover whilst you're working and see what's going on, instead of sort of looking around and having a butcher's. At first, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'll do the very easy test. So I've got this red and black to red and black, I know you can get clippers for the gauge. I know you can buy all these things. It's only bloody speaker. Anyway, so that's enough of that. So I'm putting it on the ground on the injector pipe, and I'm going to put it onto the glow plug. Let's see if we can. I'll probably cock this up as well. Oh, my knob's too tight. Sorry, my knob on my camera. That's it. I just have to get the tension right. So that's where we've got it. One on there, one on the pipe. Now, for you, the viewer at home, let's do a zoom in again. Now I've set this to volts, you know. This is automatic ranging, so this is quite a good little old meter. This is why I like it, it's auto ranging. So it's on DC volts. Let's go and turn the key on. Well, let's turn the key on so the glow plug comes on. Nothing at all. So, I could see on the dashboard the glow plug light is on, and it's cycled off. So, it could be that the glow plug is actually, the timer's working. But just to make sure it's not a break in this wire here, right, just to make sure that this yellow and black wire isn't busted, we're going to take the red connector and we're going to move it, don't worry about that coming off, to the rear plug, which has got the connector to the main harness, right? Now, with that moved, you can't see it because it's behind the air cleaner. Let's have a look again at the multimeter. So the light comes on the glow plug on the dash. Nout. Bugger all. So, what is the problem? Lots of you guys know in Land Rover Land, lots of things are by process of elimination. We know that the battery is charged up and good. We know that the glow plug relay is cycling through, if you see what I mean. I got a sneaking feeling we should have a look at the main fuse box in here, over there, and have a look and see if there's a fuse blown. Right, here we are. This is the main fuse box on a 300 TDI. We take the cover off and we see some very filthy fuses, and we can see somebody's been playing around with this. Let me zoom in a bit more. Not that way. God, after 3 years you'd think I'd work out this bloody camera, wouldn't you? There, that's better. Look at that. Now, at first it says this is a 60 amp fuse on here. So let's lay them out in order on top of the box here. 60, 30, 60, 20. Alright? So you didn't see that, but there's the fuses lined up on top like some tin soldiers. Instantly, as soon as I took this out, I could see that this fuse has blown. Can you focus in there? There, you can see it there, it's blown. That's a 30 amp that's blown. That one's okay. That one's okay. And that one's okay. But, and this is the big but, and I'm not talking about Kim Kardashian, there's more to this than meets the eye, because there's something very unique about these little fuse boxes here. Let me get a cloth and I'll show you. The fuse box on here is absolutely black acky, as we used to say. It's filthy. What you can just to say see here is some green. But what you can't see is the rest is blue. Get it? So, the blue ones, the 60s, go into the blue, right? There is no yellow one There's no yellow one. Kaput. So there's a green here. Blue, blue, blue. So it's, what is it now? It's 30, 60, 60. Now I'm going to try and find some better fuses than those, because fuses can actually get a bit old and stressed, and by looking at the contacts of these things here, can you see that? They're a bit filthy. Let me go and see some fuses. Naturally I didn't have any fuses in stock, because those are the most popular ones that go all the time. So I got the company D&R, who supply all my auto parts in Sherbrooke, to drive all the way across town with 4 fuses. How much money did we make on that? So what we're going to do now is going to get our old crown, give that a rub on the tangs. We'll put a 60 back in. Spray that all over the exhaust, because that'll be nice and smoky. There we go. Push them in. Another one. So the corresponding colours all line up, if you see what I mean. I'll show you in a minute. We'll get the thing out. And that is a 30. So this is what you're looking for, if I can find it. There, that's it. We're going to put the cap back on. Don't forget that, because many a time that goes missing. The next thing we're going to do is rearrange the camera, and we're going to test this again. So with the multimeter attached to the main lead that goes to the harness, we'll have another check of the voltage. Now, wait a minute, get it right way around. Whoa, that's it, let's get this right. We'll have another check of the voltage and see if these have got now current, which I hope they have. If not, the fuse burns out. Have a look. That's good. It's working. And did you hear it click? It clicked off. So that's good. So have we fixed them? And you see it's gone to 0. Have we fixed them? Not necessarily, because we don't know now if the glow plug's working or not. Now there are various ways of testing glow plugs, resistance and this, that and the other, but to be honest, by the time you find you're about trying to get into them, you might as well take them out, because I bet they've been in since it was new. So what I'm going to do, quite interestingly, is going to start this car up and let it warm, let the engine get warm, but at the same time we're going to do a few other little tests and have another look around this car to see if there's any other faults, so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's get it started. It's going to be boring watching the engine running, isn't it? But we'll start it up all just in case, and well, I don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, let's start it up. Well, that was a surprise. The glow plugs came out lovely, no problems at all. The glow plugs in question are Baru ones. That's, I think it's German for expensive. But anyway, we've rigged up a battery. We've got the jump leads here, so we're going to put one onto ground. This is a good old-fashioned way of testing them. We want to see if these glow. If we get a spark, we know they're all right. See? Watch this. Whoa, that one works. Let's not put that down on anything plastic. Next one. Come on. There we go. Oh, see how fast they are. And then bloody Chinese ones will take about 3 days to warm up. With glow plugs you get what you pay for. If you're only going to pay £1 or 2 for a couple of glow plugs, they're not even worth fitting. Ah, oh, wait a minute. There we go. I get me. It's not a very good connection on there. Let's see. See how fast they are? That's why you don't want glow plugs on all the time, if you see what I mean, right? Like we did an experiment once before on these, and we found out that the more expensive ones really heat up well. Oh, that's a full set of glow plugs. Aren't we lucky? So, whoop, that's good. We'll put some anti-seize thread guard on those and put them in. But first of all, continuing on with this quick saga that was only supposed to take 5 minutes, going to do a compression test on this engine. But I think we might just end that here this time, because I wanted to check the glow plugs. The engine's warm, so I can put my compression tester in. Let's go and do that, but it's on a different video. See you later. Bye.